through Instagram. I will send carrier pigeons.
Oh no! He picks it up. He picks it up.
Carries it home.
You know, if I was nice, I would have waited for that guy to respond and give him back the flag, but it's wartime. We can't take any half measures.
All's fair in love and capture the flag.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Welcome to another Carpe Litos live stream. Today I am joined by the one, the only, first time on the Carpe Litos live stream, Brett Bachman. Brett, how you doing?
What's up, everybody? Is it 1990? Because can we say, like, you know, the what's up, kind of throwing it back, you know? Never mind. I'm not going to get into that one. What's up, everybody? Super excited to be here today. Super excited to hang out with Keegan. If you didn't know, he is soon to be Emperor of the Universe. But that's still a surprise to him.
Oh, that's good to know. That actually explains why all those minions have been showing up at my door.
Yeah, I've been sending them your way. Hopefully they treat you with respect. I mean, otherwise, you can really do whatever you want with them. You know, Emperor of the Universe is kind of a big deal, so...
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, honestly, though, the Earth could use a bit of an Emperor right now, if I'm not lying.
Boy, I'll tell you what, man, you got my vote. Although it's not, like, with the Empire, it's not really a voting system.
It's more of a symbolic gesture, I think.
Yeah. You know, I mean, Emperor Palpatine kept the Senate for a while, but then, you know, he eventually disbanded it. So, you know, you give the people what they want until you can consolidate your power enough to just, like, you know, rule outright. And honestly, I'm totally fine with it. I am all on board to be a subject of your empire because I'd say we're in better hands and great hands with you.
You know what? I'll give it my best. I'll give it my best shot. Give it the old Larwin try at world domination, and I guess we'll see how it goes.
I think it'll be great. I am on your team. I'm ready, man. Whether for the high throne or the gallows, you let me know. Ride or die, baby.
Thick and thin. All right, great. Well, as those of you watching might have noticed, we're not actually playing a Star Wars game today. We're playing Halo, the Master Chief Collection.
Should have gone with a different reference. We will forge a covenant of the stars.
There you go. So, let's see. This is a Halo Master Chief Collection. Halo. Now, see, the naming gets confusing because for Xbox, this game was just called Halo. And then when it came out for PC, it was Halo Combat Evolved. Or was it Combat Evolved for Xbox too?
Honestly, I don't know. So I actually started out on the PC version, and it was called Halo Combat Evolved. So I don't know. My cousins had the Xbox, and they had Halo. I don't know if it was... Yeah, I have no idea.
Gotcha. That actually makes sense because what's even more confusing is after Combat Evolved came out on PC, there was another version called Halo Custom Edition, Halo CE, which is the same exact acronym as Halo Combat Evolved. So it's like you had no idea what version you were using. Oh, Blood Gulch, classic.
Nice. Love me some Blood Gulch.
The big G. So anyway, we're playing the original Halo today, kind of in celebration of Brett's show, Halo, where, oh my God, where Brett and Dan go through Halo in the most, I don't want to say it's slogging, because I don't think that's necessarily fair, but it is brutal sometimes.
It's so brutal. It's, you know, and it's not necessarily anything that we're doing wrong, I don't think. I mean, we are truly amateurs and are pretty bad at the game.
Oh, yeah.
But some of those levels are just tough, man. I mean, especially on Legendary, they're wicked tough. Which is good, you know, you want that. I think it just, like, really lends to why Halo Combat Evolved is one of the, you know, like, most all-time iconic games. Because, you know, like, it had great storytelling, it had good graphics for the time, but also it was fun and difficult and challenging and all good things. Ooh!
That was rough. I got 3 kills in a row like a champion, number 1 on the leaderboard, and then taken out.
I hate it when that happens, man. Every Tuesday, you know.
Every Tuesday. Dude, these PC players are vicious sometimes, let me tell you.
Dang. I hate that. sad to see that, man. It's, like that immediate respawn, and then just it happens. Oh, I miss Blood Gulch. What a beautiful place.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, seriously.
This guy
like
thinks he can get me.
he's wrong. Little does he know he's toying with the Emperor of the Universe, or the hierarch of the Covenant of Stars.
I also know for a fact that he's almost out of ammo.
Dang, run him over. Let him have it.
Love the Ghost.
Dude, seriously, the Ghost is so good. I don't know. I'm not the. It's good. It's good, but I don't personally like it.
I mean,
I don't know. You can do a lot with it, but I don't know.
I'm sorry. Oh no.
Yeah, I hate to see that.
Oh man, real sorry, buddy.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just a loyalist, but I'm all about the human, technology and like ships and vehicles through and through. Unless it's dual needlers. Good gosh, man! In Halo 2, dual needlers are just so OP.
The dual weapons in Halo 2 and 3 are just they're so satisfying.
Seriously? Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just unfortunate, because they got rid of the assault rifle in Halo 2, and I was like, okay, well, what the heck is, like you either had like the SMG or the battle rifle, and the battle rifle's pretty good, but I don't know, man. The SMG just gave me a lot, left me wanting, I guess.
No, it's totally understandable.
Got the flag.
Go, 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 go!
Go! Look at the blood. Oh man.
So graphic for 2001.
Yeah. But that was like part of the appeal. Like as however old I was back then, I was like, oh yeah, look at the blood.
Sort of like
which
tiny
is funny.
paint stain.
Yeah, like okay, I don't know about you, but I remember like when Halo first came out, and everyone was talking about like how good the graphics were. They were like, it's unbelievable, it's so realistic, and then like looking back at like the original graphics, I was like, ugh. Like they've come a long way, but I don't know. It's just funny looking back at what we thought was like amazing graphics and everything way back in the day.
I will say, and this might be Rose. Oh, they're gonna go through that. I remember as a kid playing this. I like knew all of these intricate little like side pathways, and it's really not that many. Like it's a very simple map, but it's like you forget that there's this whole like sub network of tunnels back here. And I used to be the king of sneaking through here, snatching the old flag, which this guy's totally gonna see me. But yeah, I will say, speaking to the graphics though, and what's cool about the Halo Master Chief Collection is you can. Sorry, just gotta take care of some stuff.
Get him! Also, Magnum, super good in the original Halo.
Yes, so good.
Yeah, go. Oh, he didn't stand a chance.
My shields are 100% down though, so if the sniper gets one more shot at me,
where is he?
He's back. He's behind me at the.
Dang.
Oh, they shouldn't have let my shields refill, baby.
Oh, that was a sick dismount too. He comes spinning around.
Oh, they have our flag though.
Uh-oh.
Gotta get that health on top. It's crazy how I like remember where literally everything is. Like this is the first time picking up this game in maybe 10 years, honestly.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh. Just the fact that I know where all the med kits are, I know where all the snipers are. It's just insane. Like I cannot fathom how many hours I put into this game as like a teenager and young adult.
Right. Yeah, man.
Anyway,
just
graphics.
sticks with you. Yeah.
So there's an option in the Master Chief Collection to Ghost Squad.
Go Squad.
There's an option to like switch back and forth between the modern graphics and the old graphics.
Right.
Oh, this guy. And I'm not gonna lie, the new updated graphics are not very good. Like,
really? You don't think so?
In a technical sense, yes, they're better. Like there's like bloom and depth of field, and they're like scattering grass everywhere instead of this where it's just like a grass texture with like the occasional plant to like make it feel like it's actually grass. But the thing is, like, the artistry of the maps are like nowhere close. Like Blood Gulch is like beautiful, like in its color palette and like its simplicity. And at first I was like, oh, I'm of course gonna be, you know, biased to think that it's better because, you know, it's what I'm used to, like back in the day.
Yeah. Right.
But when I was like toggling back and forth, I was like, okay, objectively, like as someone who does 3D stuff for a living, like what, like, if I was playing a new game for the very first, oh man, that guy was smart. If I was playing this game for the very first time, what would my actual impressions be of the graphics? And switching back and forth, like trying to keep that objective mindset, it's just like, you can point to places. It's not just like a feeling. It's like, no, like when you switch back and forth between the old Halo and the new Halo, something is definitely lost there. What just happened to me? Did I get sniped out of the sky?
Dude, you got freaking fragged.
I got fragged hardcore. But yeah, I definitely, if you get a chance to, like, just like load up, oh man, that is a sniper. Load up the Master Chief Collection and just kind of switch between. It's like starts to become noticeable. Like you like look at the sky and you're like, yeah, the texture's more high resolution, but it's also kind of uglier, you know?
Are you talking about the Combat Evolved or Halo 2?
Yeah, Combat Evolved. I haven't Halo 2 hasn't come out for PC yet, so that one might be a bigger improvement.
Okay, yeah, oh my gosh. Okay, so I completely agree with you on the Halo Combat Evolved, like, updated graphics. Like, yeah, I don't know. It just feels, no, I completely agree. The Halo 2, like, remastered edition or whatever is amazing. And maybe that's just because Dan and I have been playing on, like, the original with, like, vertical cut screen, which is just, like, unbelievably frustrating because you have, like, zero depth of field. You know, I felt like a horse with the blinders on. Like, you couldn't see anything past, like, what was directly in front of you. And then we switched to Master Chief Collection, and the new graphics in Halo 2 are just, like, unbelievable. Like, just so much better. I'll be interesting to hear your take on Halo 2's graphics update, because I completely agree with you on Combat Evolved. It's like they just like put another like a new layer of paint over it almost. Like it's like, okay, yeah, it's better, but not that much better.
It's like clear they did it on a deadline instead of like the 10 or 11 care that went into.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, they didn't put like all the love that they put into Halo 2, which is like, you know, whatever, but the Halo 2 is phenomenal.
Well, that's good. I'm excited for that. I'm still playing through the campaign of Halo 1 again. I kind of forgot how... I don't want to say it's short, because if you play it on a high enough difficulty, it's definitely not short.
Oh, yeah. It takes a while.
I kind of, like, forgot... I thought there would be, like, stuff where I'm like, oh my god, I forgot about this, but, like, I kind of remember every single step. And I'm like, oh, we're already at Silent Cartographer. Like, oh, we're already at the Flood.
Yeah.
So it's been wild to, like, just kind of go back through that. It's just been like a crazy... Oh, that was stupid.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Get him. Get him. Get him.
No. The assault rifle shoots straight up paper clips.
I have a friend who, like, huge Halo fan. He was actually in a couple of the Halo episodes when we were doing the library. And he had Halo for the PC and got to the assault on the control room and essentially beat the level. And then it was like, well, I guess that's it. You know, like we got to like the control room, like it's the giant weapon, whatever. And like stopped playing the game and came back to it like a year or two later and realized that it wasn't the end of the game. He was like, what?
Oh, wow.
There's a whole other thing going on? It like blew his mind. Because he said that like back in the day, like these kind of games weren't, like the story wasn't super long, like the play time wasn't super long.
Right.
And so when, you know, he realized that there was like another half to Combat Evolved, he was like, okay, like this is a whole new thing. And then of course, you know, you are introduced to the Flood and it gets crazier and crazier and crazier.
The plot thickens.
Yeah, like, yes, considerably with gore and nasty Flood bodies and all that kind of junk. Space zombies, as it were.
Space zombos. Ooh, this thing.
The zombs. But yeah, I don't know. The Halo franchise just has a special place in my heart. I grew up playing it, and the first time I ever played the Flood level, or like 343, or Guilty Spark, you know, whatever the jungle level is, when you first are introduced to the Flood, for whatever reason, there was some kind of glitch with my PC, and so that entire level I played like silent. And I'll tell you what, man, that cutscene where you're looking through like Jenkins footage or whatever, and you see things start to go wrong, is terrifying when you're in a basement at night and it's silent and you just see like things happening and you have no idea what's going on. You're like,
dude,
what is happening? Dude, it freaked me out.
Dude, I believe
oh my gosh. Yeah, it was nuts. But just like, I don't know, such a good game through and through. And this series as well, you know, like Halo 2 was absolutely fantastic. Halo 3, I think, brought the trilogy home on good notes and wrapped it up pretty darn well. You know, loved the Cortana element, you know, saving her and going to the Ark and all that. Halo 4, I thought was really, really good. And then Halo 5, I was like, what are you doing? It was not great. I don't know. And part of that, I think, is like, I don't know. Halo 4 was just such a good game that I don't know what happened.
I gotcha. All right, so let's take a little step back, because I kind of want to like break into our like histories with Halo, because they're like kind of parallel in some degrees, but then there's like a divergence. But first, I just want to ask you, like, how is Halo going? Like, how's the show? Like, you're halfway through the season. I've been keeping up with all the episodes. Like, how are things been going on your end?
Good. It's super fun. So my buddy Dan has never played Halo. Didn't really grow up playing video games or anything like that. But I don't know. You know, like Halo and its story and its gameplay just have like such a significant meaning to me. Like growing up and also reading all the books. Like I own just about all of them. Have really enjoyed reading them. So it was like it's such a significant like universe and game and story to me that it was something that I really wanted to share with him. And so it's been super fun playing through it with him and having him like, you know, learn all about the flood and everything going on. Also super funny the way that he like processes information and the way that he like names certain things and like I don't know. Like, it's endearing. And so, yeah, just super fun to play through it with him and have him, you know, get a taste of that excitement and the adventure and the journey that, you know, I went on and you went on and so many other gamers around the world went on back when the game first came out. So super fun for that. Super excited to see what he thinks through the entire series.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, currently right now in our gameplay, we are in Halo 2. And we just got through like the Arbiter levels and everything, but I don't know, just super fun to play through and see what he has to think, see like his reactions to things that are happening and everything. Oh, it's great. It's like reliving it for the first time, you know?
That's good. That's a great feeling. It's always great to like take a game that you've always loved and then like share that with someone.
Oh, absolutely. Especially one as especially one as iconic as this one, you know, because like, I mean, to a certain degree, you could potentially say that this had a like cultural significance because it truly did change the way that first-person shooters were played and developed and designed. So it has had quite the impact.
Yeah, totally.
On at least gaming culture, if not like graphics and, you know, Microsoft or whatever. But yeah, super fun, and he's really enjoying it. He absolutely loves it, and I mean, I'm not surprised. How could you not?
Yeah, totally.
So,
and for the uninitiated, we're talking about a show on Carpe Litos that happens every Wednesday. It's called Halo. And Brett and Dan, who's never played Halo before, well, I guess he has now, but this is his first playthrough of Halo ever. They go through and play Halo, and it is hilarious and amazing. And there's the game over. Second place, not bad.
That's pretty good.
Not too rusty. Got wrecked at the end there, but I get it again.
Man, yeah. Yeah, it's super fun. He's just like a very fun dude in general to play these kind of games with because he's just like super silly.
And he has, I guess you could say, a degree of expertise.
Yeah, like he's not bad at games. Like
no,
he's played.
He doesn't he do engineering in real life?
Yeah, so he's an aerospace engineer, which is super, a super interesting perspective because he'll like point things out throughout the game and everything, or just like I remember we saw Captain Marvel, and at one point they're talking about like some space station hidden in orbit or whatever, and they're like, oh, it's orbital mechanics or like whatever. It's not that complicated, and Dan was like, yes, it is. Orbital mechanics are incredibly complicated and complex. So even like that kind of perspective is just like super interesting that he has. but like obviously he's not very good at the game and I am not very good at the game. You know, like I played recreationally, but I never had like an online subscription or whatever, so I missed out on those like key development aspects of you know, becoming a good like Halo player. So I would say I'm competent, but not good, very good at all. And so, and I don't know, it just, we both take it like super lightheartedly, and it's just super fun to play through the game with that kind of mentality, because we're both like, not, I think we kill each other as much as we kill the Covenant.
I can probably verify that just by watching the series.
Yeah, like there was, it was the assault on the control room, and he was in a ghost, and he drove it off a cliff, and he was like bailing, and I was like, why are you bailing out? And it was just high enough that he like fell to his death, and everything. But it's like, I don't know, it's super fun like that to just like be silly with it, and you know, not take it too seriously, but still like have a good time playing through the story and you know, diving deep into the Halo world.
No, totally.
Yeah, so it's super fun. His perspective from like the outside is super fun. Like, I can't remember. He like has special names for things. I can't remember what he calls like the infectious forms of the Flood, but he's got some silly little pet name for them. I don't know. He has a very interesting perspective on the world, and it's super interesting and funny to watch him like talk about the things that are going on in the games. I don't know. It's great, especially when we play. Like we played the Assault on the Control Room on Legendary, and that was just like an absolute show because we were just like woefully unprepared for a Legendary difficulty.
Oh yeah, so you gotta remember what prompted the switch to Legendary.
That was a mistake. We had no intention of doing that. We were both just like trying to start up the game and accidentally like started on hit Legendary and then hit start real quick or something like that, and we were like, well, I guess we're like in it now. And it shows, because I don't think that like there might have been 2 or 3 other episodes that we did that we're not publishing of us just like slogging through Assault on the Control Room, like the same, like we literally, there are at least 3 episodes of one part of that level that we just get stuck on and cannot pass. It is like, and like we like to say that we get surgical with it. We're like, okay, we're going here. This is a tactic that we're using. We're gonna like, you have to do this now and like go do this next, and like, oh, it like we try and break it down into an absolute science, and it just does not go well. It's, man,
I don't know if you saw that. It was great.
I did see that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, the Legendary thing was definitely an accident, but it was a happy accident because it was lots of fun to play and super frustrating at the same time. But yeah, I don't know. Or even like when we played through the library, our buddy Nathan was with us, so we had like a really fun time playing through that, and just get like super silly with it. Because these games are meant to have fun, and boy, we have a good time. I don't know. It's super fun to just play through it with Dan, get to share with him Halo for the first time, and I don't know, just enjoy the game through like a fresh set of eyes, through a fresh, because like it's all fresh and new for Dan.
Because it's the first time he's seeing a lot of this.
Yeah. He unfortunately went through and he read like part of the Wikipedia page about like Halo Combat Evolved. So he like knew the story a little bit, and I was like, no, like that's not fun. Like, come on, Dan, like let it be a surprise.
At least he was curious enough to.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh, he was waiting.
I knew
for
he
you.
was up there, but he was straight up waiting for me.
Waiting. So yeah, it's super fun to play through it with like a fresh perspective, because it makes it fresh and fun for me too.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's been super fun to watch, and it's also been fun to just kind of like watch the viewership slowly grow from episode to episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah, because that's the hope, right? Is that people would find enjoyment out of it, that they would hopefully get to experience a little bit of what I get to experience is, watching Dan play through it for the very first time and get his perspective and just kind of like fall in love with it all over again. It's like taking your kids to Disney World for the first time, or Galaxy's Edge or whatever. Well, I guess that is part of Disney World, isn't it? So, yeah.
It'll all be one big amusement park eventually. So,
and then it will be underwater because climate change is real and happening right now. Boom! That guy got toasted.
Oh, there was a warthog down. Dude, that used to be my strategy. I used to take a warthog into these bases, turn it around, and get in the turret and just point it at the flag.
Nice. That's excellent. I mean, honestly though, that's a great defensive strategy.
Yeah, I mean, it worked really well until someone had the good thought to just like lob a grenade into the back of the base, and then it was all over. But for a few flag attempts, I was king of the world. Also
Emperor of the universe, rather.
Yeah, exactly. Of course.
Yeah. So yeah, it's super fun. I'm really excited to watch him play through like all of it. Right now, we're working on the episodes for season 2 and getting Halo 2 through there, which is just like super fascinating because you get to play as the Arbiter, and that's a whole new perspective and thing for him. He really likes the sword. He has a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, I recall him being very disappointed when he couldn't pick up the sword in Halo 1.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So right now we just, we were just playing as the Arbiter, and Dan earned himself the nickname "The Fury of 1,000 Knives" because he just goes at it, man. Like he is super disappointed that you cannot dual wield swords. And honestly, aren't we all? Because that would just be so sick.
It would be amazing.
I mean, honestly, I don't really care what happens in Halo Infinite as long as we can dual wield swords. Like, it could be like the worst storyline ever. But if I can dual wield swords, then it'll all be worth it.
It totally will be.
I guess we'll find out with that. Or just dual wield anything, really. Like, there should be a mod where you can just, like, sniper rifles, rocket launchers, like, I don't know. There was this one...
absurd dual wielding capabilities.
Yeah. Right. I remember when Halo 3 was getting ready to come out, there was all this talk about like what was going to happen, and there was this one YouTube video that was like a spoof trailer for it. And they talked about like all these things that you could do in Halo 3, and they were so silly. Like one of them was like triple wielding, and like one of the Spartans had like a gun in his mouth, and like I don't know, like it was. I tried to find it again and again and again, and I cannot find it. There is a video. And it's like a song, like what will happen when Halo 3 comes out or whatever, and it's super funny because it's just like the world will be a much better place when Halo 3 comes out.
That's amazing.
But just like that hype, like I don't know, so much hype around the games, and just super fun to share that with Dan and get to watch him play through it for the first time, and just like have a lot of fun with it in the meantime. So.
No, it's great. And it's been fun to watch, like watching at times you guys getting frustrated, but also at times like the childlike wonder of like getting through a level is just like,
oh yeah,
so good.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Dan's just like a super goofy guy, and there was one episode where we just had like a box of donuts and ate through, and like
you guys always seem to be having like a new interesting food as the episodes go on.
Right, yeah. We had puffy vest and hat day.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. It's just it's great. So tons of fun, and Dan's just like that kind of guy,
Yeah,
He's
totally.
like a super fun loving guy. So, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I'm really excited to see how he enjoys the rest of the series and everything. So, and now that we have the Master Chief Collection, we're like good to go, man.
Yeah, totally.
Although part of me wonders if we didn't do it right. Like perhaps we should have started with Reach, because like chronologically, like that's.
So yeah, I just played through it.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, because that was the first one that came out for PC.
Okay.
Since they re-released the Master Chief Collection on PC. So yeah, I played through Reach first, and now I'm playing through Combat Evolved.
Yeah, I really like Halo Reach, and there are people that don't, but I really do. I think it's excellent. And I mean, I'm glad that we didn't. Like, I feel like we should go out in terms of like release order, because Halo Combat Evolved was the breakthrough. It was the first of its kind. Like, that's definitely the first one to go through. But I don't know. I did like Halo Reach a lot. The DMR is in Halo Reach, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, love that gun.
So
love the DMR.
The DMR is great. I'm sure on console, but on PC it is a nightmare because all these people are just so good that you spawn and you die immediately because people are like landing headshots every single time. It's like the Magnum pistol in Halo Combat Evolved, but way worse.
Oh yeah,
triple the damage. It's ridiculous.
Right. Oh yeah, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. I also really like the flight mission or whatever, where you get to fly the short sword or the long sword or whatever.
That is
so
an
cool.
Blast.
And that's what I liked about Reach, is that it did some new things like that, and I really like that. Or even just like the final level where you're just trying to survive as long as you can. Like, I don't know, that was so cool, so cool. Oh, he's got a ghost. He's got a ghost. Oh. And you're rolling 3 deep in there. That's excellent. Watch it. Is there a bro up there?
No, we're in the we're in our spot.
Oh, okay.
Didn't even make it to their side. But yeah, there's a new Halo game coming out this year.
Yeah.
Which is exciting for both of us, because I think it's the first time. I mean, it's definitely the first time that you and I will be playing a Halo game at the same time.
Right.
On release.
Yeah, seriously. I don't know what to feel, man. Halo Guardians was. They
that was
tried
Halo
to do
5,
some new,
technically, right?
Yeah. They tried to do some new stuff with it, and I don't know. I just like they hype. Like, I thought the marketing campaign for Halo 5 was amazing. You know, they set it up as this like manhunt, like, oh, Master Chief has gone rogue, we don't know where he is. You know, you play as this team to like try and find him and everything. And I was like, yes, I am there for that. Like, I don't know if you've seen the trailers for it and like all the
I definitely
videos
saw
that they
at least one, but I can't remember.
Okay, there's this one trailer where, you know, it's this manhunt between, I cannot remember the guy's name, who's like hunting the Master Chief. We'll just call him the Hunter for now or whatever. But it's the same scene, and one of them, like, the Master Chief has been defeated, and the other one is where the Hunter has been defeated. So it shows like both. Oh, it was just so cool.
Like 2 realities coinciding.
Yeah, like two possibilities and everything. And I was like, what is this game about to be? Like, this is gonna be so cool and everything. And then it just was not really that. Like, it kind of was that, but it wasn't really. And I just kind of felt like false advertising a little bit, fake news. And I don't know. I was just like a little disappointed in that. Like, there were cool things about it, but also there were just some things where I was like, this is not the Halo that I know and love. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with Halo Infinite. I feel like they kind of set it up to be very similar to like Mass Effect kind of. I don't know if you've played through Halo 5 yet or know what happens. Okay, no spoilers.
So yeah,
then.
well, let's talk real quick about like where we're at with Halo, because it's very different between the two of us. For people who feel very similarly about Halo and who are like inspired by it in very similar ways, our like Halo paths are supremely different.
Yeah.
Oh, I just helped our teammates so hard.
Yeah, you did.
And no one but you and I and whoever's watching this will ever know. That guy didn't even know. He was about to turn a corner with this guy.
I will broadcast that so hard. Everyone will know.
I need you to tweet it, promote it.
I will tell everyone at work. Well, I guess I can't now because they're all quarantined.
Right.
It's COVID-19. But, I will tell them through Slack, through Instagram. I will send carrier pigeons.
Oh, no. He picks it up. He picks it up.
Carries it home.
You know, if I was nice, I would have waited for that guy to respond and give him back the flag, but it's wartime. We can't take any half measures.
All's fair in love and capture the flag. You got to go for it.
It's no joke.
It's no joke. Not at all. Anyway, so give us your take on where you are with like Halo and everything.
So I feel like the beginnings are very similar. So our friend, I think, you know, honestly, this is actually funny. I was in, they're blocking the portal from the other side.
What?
It's so creepy when they do that.
That's a brilliant move.
I know. 'Cause they know we've been using this portal.
Right.
I don't want to cross the open tundra, but
that is adaptive battle strategy and just a solid move.
He knows I've got a rocket.
Boom. Ooh, nothing but the bottom of the net.
So yeah, our friend it was 4th grade. So young. This is like both dating us and making us seem super young. That Halo came out when you were in 5th grade. I was in 4th grade. Actually, no, I think it came out a year before that. It came out in 2001.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, 2001. Because Halo 2 was 2004 and Halo 3 was 2007.
Right. So our friend Savannah, who went to Ohio State with you.
Oh yeah.
She was in my class, and she was like, "Yo, do you play Halo? And I was like,
No, are you kidding me? Savannah said that?
yeah, and of course I was like, I, as the self-proclaimed king of video games, as like every young boy who plays video games think they know every video game that exists, I was like, I've never heard of this game. And she's like, oh, it's really fun, you should play it. And I was like, oh, maybe I should. And then like slowly but surely everyone started talking about this game called Halo, and I was just like, all right, I gotta see what's up with this so-called amazing game. And I don't know when I first got it, but I remember I pretty much after installation like did not stop playing it. Like the reason why I'm first and second on all these games is just because like I still haven't lost it. It's like riding a bike. I get back into the server and I'm like, I know where everything is. I know every strategy. I know every possible move they could make because I've played this map 10 million times. So I obviously became obsessed. Like the campaign, like playing it through now, I'm like, wow, I could probably get through this in like 2 days. But like as a kid, I would play every mission like 4 times just because I loved. Like, Silent Cartographer is the one where you get, like, dropped on the beach by the 2 pelicans, right?
Yeah.
I literally played just the beginning of that mission. Like, I would play that over and over and over because it was just so cool.
Yeah.
Because it was like a beach landing. Like, that was unheard of. Like, you would never see that in a game.
Right.
It was just insane. So, yeah, I would just, like, play that over and over and over again. I, like, slowly became obsessed. And throughout, like, the next 2 years, I bought every Halo book that existed. Yeah. There was like Fall of Reach, the other one that guy wrote that was like a in between Halo 1 and 2. I can't remember what that one was called.
In between 1 and 2. I mean, there was First Strike, The Flood.
The Flood was the one that takes place during Halo, right?
Yeah, it's the book of the game, pretty much.
Yeah, so I read that one too, and then there was a third one that takes place like after.
Yeah, First Strike. That's how he gets back to Earth.
Yeah, gotcha.
Pretty much.
So I read those 3, like back to back to back. My mom was just like, "This is weird, but like at least he like really wants to read something." So I guess like I'll buy these books for him. I literally, It was like, I remember in 4th grade being like, "Yo, I am obsessed with reading these Halo books. Like I'm obsessed with them." And I would like do my school book reports on them, and I don't looking back like my teachers reading this being like, what? What did this kid just read?
Yeah.
So I was just like crazy obsessed with Halo. Halo 2, I knew it was coming out. I joined a message board at the age of like 10 years old.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even remember what it was called. I don't really remember anything about it. I just remember like constantly posting on there as like a 10-year-old being super excited for Halo 2 to come out. And I mean, back in that age of the internet, like there wasn't a lot of information about anything. So I didn't know that Halo 2 wasn't coming out for a PC until like 5 days before it came out. Yeah. And it was heartbreaking because I was in 6th grade at the time. Yeah. And all the boys took off school to go play Halo 2. And I was like, maybe it'll come out for PC one day. Womp womp.
Right. And it never did, right?
It did in like 2007 or 8. It was like the Games for Windows thing. It was a terrible port. It was just like bad. At that point, I was just like, I don't want to say I was over Halo, but I just like wasn't. I missed the train, you know. I played some like Halo 2 and Halo 3 with people on their Xboxes like for fun, but I never really got to like dig into any of the campaigns. Right. So I think I played through Halo 2 co-op, but I don't really remember it, and it was like piecemeal. And then Halo 3, I only ever played multiplayer. And then it was Halo silent until literally 2-3 months ago when Halo Reach came out for PC, and all of a sudden I was like playing Halo again for the first time, and it was incredible. Just like so long without it. I don't know what took Microsoft so long to make this happen, but I mean, this game that we're playing right now is #1 selling on Steam, or it was a few days ago.
I'm not surprised. Yeah,
and it's not surprised. Why did you guys wait so long?
Seriously, the money. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So now I'm back on that Halo train, hardcore. I don't think they're gonna finish all of the Halo games before Halo Infinite comes out. Yeah. Because they're going through and remastering them for PC one by one. It seems like every 3 months now. So we'll probably get to Halo 2, maybe Halo 3. and I think I'll probably miss Halo 4 and 5, or what's 5 technically called?
Halo Guardians.
Guardians. I'll probably miss Guardians and 4 to jump right into Infinite, or maybe I'll wait. I don't know. I kind of want to. I kind of want to play it on release day, but there's so many games coming out this fall that like.
Right.
It's so hard. It's so hard.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's like, yeah. I don't know, man. Because now that I have Master Chief Collection, I'm like, oh, we could just go ahead and get the Halo 6. But I've never had the capability to like play a new release Halo game when it first comes out. Because I was the exact same way. Like, got Halo for the PC. I feel like I was wandering through Walmart and like it was there and it was $20 and I was like, Mom, oh my gosh, Mom, and like begged and pleaded and everything. But yeah, like I remember. Going over to Randy Hodges' house to like go play Halo 2 because I was like, I gotta play, and I just didn't have the Xbox. And then I remember it was my 16th birthday or something like that. Like I was super obsessed with Halo, still reading like all the books and everything when they came out, very similar to you. And my parents got me like the actual game, like Halo 3, and I was like, this is great, but I don't have an Xbox. And then they're like, oh wait, yeah you do. And I was like, no. And that was like the end. Like that was the end of any productivity in my life for a while.
Wow.
Because for the first time in my life, I had an Xbox and I had like Halo 3, and I was like, I was like just completely obsessed for the longest time.
That's
and
amazing.
Still am, honestly. I never had online. So I could never play like multiplayer or anything like that, but just played the levels over and over and over again and read through all the books and read through anything online that had anything to do with it. And just like loved every bit of it, because like the lore is just so deep and so well constructed and everything. I don't know if you can hear, but my is mocking me and talking about our cat and how he is like so deep and wonderfully well made. And I mean, he's a great cat.
Yeah, where's the lie?
Yeah. So yeah, it's just, I don't know. It was a huge part of my youth, so to say, and it's just, I don't know, very special to me, like the story of it all. I think the story, even more than the gameplay, is what really gets it for me, because I could only play the campaigns and I could only read the books, and that was all I needed, really, because it's so immersive and so well thought out and well constructed. So
yeah, I guess that was like to my next question, is like, what do you think it is about this? Sorry. Oh. Wow. Oh, wow.
God, a lot is happening right now.
So my next question is, oh no, it's not over. It continues.
Dang, this is intense.
I see his little foot. All right, there goes. My next question is just like, what do you think it is about Halo? Because we're not alone in this, obviously. Like,
no.
People went crazy about this game, and like it's still good. Like this a lot of like old games I'll go back and play and be like, yeah, this hasn't aged well.
Right.
But, like this game is just as fun as it was when I was a kid playing it.
Right. I think we could definitely talk about like game design, map design, weapon. Like I think that there's a lot of that can be contributed to its success, and like I think part of it is also like the nostalgia of it. Like there's nothing like Blood Gulch on a Saturday afternoon, because whether it's now or 10 years ago, like that is just like a consistency that I think people really appreciate in life, is having that kind of like unchanging, I don't know. I think that like there's definitely a nostalgia factor. I think the game design itself is very significant and just like works really well. But honestly, I think a lot of it is, I think it boils down to three things. As we said, like the nostalgia factor, just like people playing online, was like a big part of their childhood. Like my one friend Nathan said that was like his weekend. like he'd get home from school and just like play all weekend online.
Yeah.
And just play
Same.
Halo. So, that sense of community, that sense of like belonging to something, that nostalgia factor, I think is huge when it comes to Halo.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I might have been the perfect nade. No.
no.
That was terrifying. You don't want
It was
to go around a corner and see 2 tanks looking straight at you.
No. So I think the nostalgia factor is one of them. I think the general gameplay and design is another one, because, it gave you some really cool abilities that, I think they only continue to improve for the most part. Like the fact that in Halo 2, you're able to mount vehicles and ghosts and like punch people out of them and everything was like really cool. And like I think that they just like they took a good idea and they continued to make it better and better and better in terms of gameplay and just like really made it fun. So the way that they designed the game, I think, was really important. But I also think like the third thing I think is just like the story of it. Like I think the thing that really sets it apart from Call of Duty or anything else is the fact that it has like a really nice cohesive story that plays out well, that's well thought through and developed, and it's just it's fun, and it I don't know, just like kind of captures the imagination a little bit. So
Yeah,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Just I think to what you said, I think that you're right, and like there's obviously principles of game design and stuff like that, and obviously
Sure.
like neither of us are experts in that kind of thing. But I think you can take something similar, like I don't know, like painting or a film, like a good film in like 1920 is still a good film today.
Right.
And like some films age really well and some films age really poorly, and I think it shows you how well the people who worked on this game had mastered their craft, that they can make a game that is still equally as entertaining in a day where graphics and computing and physics engines have gotten so much better. Like Tetris is still a good game. It's still an ingenious, fun game because the people who made it were smart and made a fun game, It doesn't matter that graphics and technology are better.
Yeah. And, I think that's something that perhaps we see lost a little bit these days, is like the loss of, they want it to be big, they want it to be flashy, they want it to be appealing or whatever, but, they don't, whether it's games or media or books or, movies or whatever, like, I think that there's the occasional loss of the focus of like, hey, we need to make something good, I don't know, instead of like flashy or whatever. But the other thing I was going to say is I think part of it is also like the Master Chief's polarized faceplate. Like he doesn't have a face, so we get to put ourselves into the game. Like we become the Master Chief, and anybody can be the Master Chief.
Yeah, totally.
So I think like that also had a contributing factor as well. Because like I don't know about you, but I definitely know that I grew up pretending to be Master Chief and slaying Covenant through and through. My wild active imagination. So. Yeah, I think it's a factor of those three things, but either like regardless of what it is, that special X factor, one of those three, like it truly is just a game for the ages and one that is cherished by so many that
he just teabagged me.
Yeah, what a jerk.
They're also hoarding all the vehicles on their side.
I mean, it's a great strategy, Cotton, but we'll see how it plays out for him.
I'm in 10th this game. How far have we fallen?
Ooh. Well, now you got a tank, so let's I don't know, maybe the fortunes are changing.
Yeah, but you see it's a caged, you can shoot right through the cockpit, so whoever designed it definitely
poor design.
Yeah, you can get a picture out of these bad boys.
Also, I just want to go on the record and say that I hate jackals. I talk about it all the time in Halo, but
I honestly
I just also have to say right now that I hate them.
What is it
so
about
much.
them? They're horrible. It's like you have to shoot them to shoot them. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, well, the problem is that they have those shields. Like it's like they're just frustrating. You have to go up and you have to like smack them, and I love it how you just like plowed that one tank out of the way. They are just like infuriating.
They truly are. You are 100% correct.
you can shoot the elites and the grunts and just about everything, and it'll do some damage, whether it's to the shield or to their body. But the jackals, like you truly, like you can only go up and like really smack them around and then kill them.
Right.
And I just hate them so much.
Yeah, my strategy has been, at least in Halo 1, giving them a little bit of a tickle with a gun to the front so they try and do their tactical roll. And then shoot them while they're rolling.
Yeah. Yeah, in one of the Halo episodes, I told Dan that if there was a strangle button, I would use it every single time. Like, I don't care how much time it takes up or, like, how vulnerable it makes me to other enemies. Like, I would just be like, oh, there's a jackal, I'm going to strangle
Pure
it.
malice.
And you got to, like, hold down the button, like, it's dark and sinister, but, boy, it would just feel so good.
No, absolutely it would.
Freaking jackals, man.
So have you played through every Halo game at this point?
I've played, so I didn't have the Xbox One when Halo 5 came out. So I like watched like a playthrough on YouTube or whatever and just like smoldered to myself like this what? So I haven't technically played through Halo 5. Maybe my impression of it. Oh, nailed it. Look at that. Get him. Keegan.
Just
what
saying.
a move. Oh my gosh.
I still got it.
I'm so proud of you.
Go.
So yeah, so maybe if I play through Halo 5 before Halo Infinite, my impression of it will improve, but also maybe not. I guess we'll just have to find out. And then, yeah, I don't know. I think Halo 4 was just so good that, like, I don't know. Hey, have you played through Halo 4 yet?
No, I literally haven't played. I've only played through 1 Reach and maybe 2.
Okay. Halo 4 is phenomenal. Oh my gosh, because we get to see, it's so, like, Keegan, oh my gosh. Like, not only are, like, you know, people gripe about, like, the environmental design or, like, the music change or, like, you know, because, like, it definitely is, like, a stylistic change because it goes from being owned by Bungie and Microsoft to 343 Industries. So there are, like, some significant changes and everything, but the story and, like, the characters are just so well developed and so good. Like, you get to the end and I'm like, oh man, it tripped me up. It was amazing.
I mean, I'm excited for it.
Not to hype it up too much, but it was amazing.
I mean, I've been missing out on these games for years, so they're already maximum hyped, so hype all you want.
Yeah, it's so good. Like, yeah, Halo 3 was good, but I think Halo 4 just really just dug into who the Master Chief is and his journey, what he's gone through, what he is going, where he came from, like, and who he is. And it raises so many, like, ethical questions too, because, like, you know, he's like a child soldier.
Yeah, totally.
And so they dig into, like, the ethics of that and his humanity, and it's like, what, like, you know, you just, like, go in expecting, like, a nice first-person shooter game or whatever, and you get plagued with all these, like, ethical and, like, existential questions, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
It's so good. Oh my gosh.
No, I'm stoked for that.
Yeah, I am excited for you to play through it and to hear all of your thoughts on it, because it really is just absolutely fantastic through and through. It's so good. It makes me want to play it right now.
Yeah, I guess so. On how you said you and Dan are still on Halo 2, right? Yeah,
we're still on Halo 2, which I think is a long campaign. I don't know if anyone else agrees with that, but I don't know. I just feel like Halo 2 is a long game. It's got a long campaign, but he and I are moving through it pretty swiftly. Halo 3 I thought was like a pretty short campaign. And I mean, it's good. I think it's good, but I don't know. Yeah, so hopefully he and I will move through Halo 2 pretty swiftly. We'll get Season 2 put out. I don't know if we'll get all the way through all the Halo games before Halo Infinite comes out, but that could be really fun, actually. He and I playing through Halo Infinite together for the first time, both of us.
That would be fun.
That would be pretty cool. but we got a journey ahead of us, and we're super excited for people to join us on that journey. Come check out Halo. It's super fun. We try and not take ourselves too seriously or the game too seriously, and just have a good time with it. And I think that we accomplished that goal pretty well. But
totally.
yeah, you guys should definitely check it out. Join us on that journey. Let us know what your thoughts are on it. We'd love to have you play alongside us, like go through the levels with us, whatever.
Oh, no. Fratricide in front of my own eyes.
Yeah, it's great. It's super great. There's nothing like playing Halo with friends,
That is
nothing
so true.
That's how it started. That's how it is these days. And that's why people keep coming back, because it is a fun game to play with people.
Tell Amy I said bless you.
Oh, Keegan says bless you. I don't think he heard everything that you said. Amy was having a good time with our conversation and adding her own commentary.
Yeah, I can hear every once in a while. Well, that actually ended perfectly because just as you were plugging your show, the game came to an end.
Yeah.
Wow. We really went on a journey there. I got first or second place in every single game I played.
Hey, I'm so proud of you, Keegan. Look at you. You were in 10th at one point, and then, you fought your way back up to the top.
Yeah, I really did.
That's how we do it here at Carpe Ludos.
That is how we do it. We're always fighting to get back to the top, for sure.
That's right. Good stuff, man.
But yeah,
Good stuff.
It was great having you on the stream. I love doing these, kind of chat streams with everyone. It's always a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super fun. This video will go up on YouTube on Monday. So for those of you who are watching now, either on our private Discord or on Twitch, thank you. You are early supporters. This video will actually go up in its entirety on Monday on our YouTube channel, Carpe Ludos, or youtube.com/Carpe Ludos. I don't know, just search it. You can find it.
Spelled how it sounds.
Yeah, it's 2020. The internet will yield anything you can look for, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool. Yeah. So also, everyone, stay healthy, stay hydrated,
stay well,
stay inside if you can.
Yeah.
Hopefully this ages very poorly and everyone is healthy in the future when you're watching this and the world isn't in a state of crisis. But if it still is, we're thinking about you. We want you to stay safe, and we're super thankful for you guys. So yeah, that's all we got for today. I'm gonna play the out card. Thanks, Brett, for coming on. It was great having you. And that's all I got for today. All right. Have a good one, everyone.
Take care, everyone.